Welcome everybody, welcome. Sorry for the late, because the time is here in Europe didn't change yet. So tomorrow we make sure to open our live streaming exactly around the 2 p.m. because now it's 2 p.m. it's not 3 p.m. 30. So yeah, the market is opening and we have many alerts. Welcome everybody to our live streaming. So we got WAL is bouncing from the bottom. We got FRC as well bouncing from the bottom. UNCY dumping down because we got rejected around the $2.86. INTC going down to test the support. Lunar is pumping up almost 4% because we hold above the 14. Yeah, FRC is still dumping down 65% and WAL dumping down 70% down. The other stock that we watch it is TENX and ARDS. Those the two stocks that the only two stocks that jumping in the pre-market. The rest is dumping down. We see that the stock has a bit of rejection around the 76. We might see a bit of hold up above this support, which is the 56. If we hold it, we're gonna have a reversal. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. As we said, we are a bit late in our live streaming today because the time change. Here in Europe, we didn't change the time yet. So that's why today we are a bit late. In France now it's 2:30. Usually it's 3:30 here in France when market open. But today is 2:30, so we don't have the change of timing. In America's now is almost 9 a.m. Or 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So yeah, as we said, we have a bit of confusion with the time, so sorry for that. Now the market is opened and we started our live streaming just on the market open. Usually we open before, we do our live streaming before 30 minutes in pre-market to prepare for the market. The market is a bit red today. We have a bit of selling pressure. We got alerted for AMD. We might see a selling pressure for the market. And the reason of that, because the banking system is failing. So we got many investors afraid from the market and bulling volatility and volume from the market. So this is normal. We have panic, and as everybody knows, with panic there is opportunity. There's always opportunity with panic selling. This stock is selling off now. Charles Schwab Corporation dumping down from the 50. So we have a huge selling pressure for this one as well, 18%. The bottom that I'm looking for this one is around the 25. Yeah. A huge dump down, so we might see a huge dump down for this one as well. Yeah, big one. This one will be a huge dip. Let me just put alert because we put it here around 35, and of course this is turning to resistance, and this is. Yeah, the market is reacting. The bearish momentum for the market. We have a huge selling pressure. Even for MTC, I'm watching. We broke support. There's a huge selling pressure going on with this stock as well. We got rejected big time around $2.40 for MTC. It has a good run. We did almost 200% and now it's dumping down. Let me just put the support here around the $1.27. FTI is dumping down as well. Let me just lower the support. Yeah, we have support around the 10. We might see a pullback around the 10 because we already got a huge pull market for this one. So this is normal that we might see like a pullback like this one. I'm trying to adjust the support for many stocks, because many of them is visiting an important support. Abe is visiting an important bottom, the $1.55. We need to hold this current support and reverse. You see, we're still inside this bearish channel. That's why the price actually didn't.
Here's what I found.
That's why the price actually.
I'm not sure.
Come on, Siri, stop.
Was it something I said?
Siri is getting really stupid here. I didn't call her, and just she's come up on our live streaming. She always do this kind of reaction. She's like seeking attention, like most girls, kind of want attention. We try to be hyper focused, but this is distraction. I'm trying to close Siri once and for all. Okay, so yeah, Abe, we have a support here. We need to hold it. Otherwise, we're gonna have a huge selling pressure for Abe. This would be an interesting play for Abe. Vroom breaking our support. We'll watch BBY in a bit, of course. We're watching the banking system as well. As we said, we have a huge selling pressure for the banking system for a lot of stocks. We got 3 stocks related to this kind of sell-off. Vroom is going down. Vroom is going down. HUPC. Yeah, Mirat going down as well. So yeah, we have a bearish market today. A bit bearish market. Let me just check. Yeah, we have a bit of bearish market. AMD is going down as well. So we might have a huge pullback for Meta around the 154. After all, this time we're gonna have a huge pullback for Meta and going toward this level of support. Yeah, we have a huge pullback for the market down for many stocks, not just Meta, but AMD, Tesla. Yeah, Tesla going back, guys, going to test the 160. Let me just lower this here. We're gonna have a huge pullback for the whole market. Yeah, we should have actually went early for today to prepare for the market. The time, man, the changing of time kind of we gave us a bit of mix-up. We got tricked. Yeah, Lucid is going toward the 6. TKNG as well is dumping down. We're gonna have opportunity, guys. A lot of stocks are gonna visit a new support. A lot of stocks are gonna visit a new support. Watch out. Watch out, people. There's a huge pullback in the market. Huge pullback in the market. Watch out. The short are controlling now the market. So we have to watch out. NEO is breaking the $8.37. We're gonna have a huge dip for NEO as well. Huge dip for NEO. Opportunity. There is always opportunity in the market. We're gonna have a huge dip toward the $6.50 and the 5 for Neo. That's why I'm adjusting my levels for a great hunt. Amazon as well is going down, breaking the support here. So we'll change this level, and we got a support to visit today around the 81. So we got 81, and we got this is as a resistance for Amazon, then 90. AI is going down. So yeah, the market is really trending down now. The market is trending down officially. We have a huge pullback for the market. That's why a lot of alerts triggered at the same time. So yeah, this one is still holding. AI is still holding the support. TENX is going down. So TENX visit our level of resistance, the 79, got rejected at it, didn't hold the support because the market is bearish. That's why we got sold off. So I don't like TENX anymore because we are trending down with the market. Let me just check. Yeah, we're still holding. We're still holding for TNX. If we held above this AMA, we might see a reversal. Let me just put a support here. 57. 57 should be the support to hold for TNX if we don't want to have a sell-off. This one got sold off. AI is still testing the support. If we broke the 20, we're gonna go toward the 60, the 16. Nvidia is still holding the 219. We got near the 251, which is our profit taken. Now we might see a pullback toward 205. Interesting. Or even here, 187 would be a really interesting play. But for here, 205. If we broke the 206 by today, we're gonna have the 187 as a support. So Nvidia, we got UK oil. So breaking the flag. UK oil going toward the 65 as well. This one interesting. This means 60, not 60, not 6. Finally, we finish the alert update. Yes, so UNCY going toward the $2.18. Just watch out, if we broke the $2.18, we're gonna have a major sell-off for UNCY because we already did from the last month almost 400%. So we're gonna have a correction for this. If we're still holding this level for UNCY, we're gonna have a reversal and continuation up. So this is the confirmation for a continuation for this bullish momentum. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Of course, let me just go back to our watch lists. FRC. We got many stocks. It's dumping down. Look with me closely. We got FRC 66%. And the other one is WAL, which is Western Alliance, the bank that actually dumping down as well. Both of them are visiting an important support for WAL is around the $9.48. FRC is around the 27, yeah, the 27. So we got the 27 as a support for FRC, still holding it pretty nice. So we got an interesting support to hold above the 26. Let me just lower this here. 26, yeah, $26 is current support, resistant 34. We might see a breakout around the 34, so I'm watching. Clearing the 34 would be strength. Now is risky. We might see another dip now. If we broke the 26, we're gonna have another dip, almost 17%, around the $22. So the 26 should be a support, and breaking the 34 and going toward the 43, then the 56. Lunar going up once again. This time we might see a break. Let me just see if we got lunar here. Yes, lunar. So we might see a reversal for lunar from the 1945, which is the breakout zone. I'm watching. INTC is reversing. UNCY is holding. TNX holding above our ascending line. As we suggest, this should be our support. Remember guys, tomorrow we have to do our live streaming for the people who live in Europe around the 2 p.m. Usually we do it around the 3 p.m. but the time, we don't have the summertime change or the daylight saving. We don't have it here in Europe yet. So that's why the time is still didn't change. We have 1 hour difference now. So by tomorrow, for the people who live in Europe, we gonna do our live streaming around the 2 p.m. CET or European Central Time. So just watch out for the people who are watching from Europe. 2 p.m. is our live streaming for tomorrow, not 3 p.m. So it's 2 p.m. And for people who are watching on in America, is the same, because you have the daylight saving, which make the time less. So it's kind of going back in time. Exilla, okay, Exilla not looking good. Visiting the last bottom around this box, 4%. For Meta as well is going down. Yeah, we bumping up once again from this. Let us watch FRC. There's a potential pump if we held the current support, which is the 26. What a crazy day so far. Yeah, we got the oil sector is really red. We got the financial sector, you see it here as well, is really red. We got this one 5, this one JP Morgan, 1%. Here, the financial banking sector, we got USB 8% down, TFC 14. So the top loser on this list is FRC, 65%. And of course, the one who triggered this sell-off is SIVB, which is still not tradable now. Still, we kind of halted now for FRC. There's no trade for FRC. So after we get unhalted for FRC, we might see a gap down below the 26, and this is tell us that FRC is still not ready to reverse. If we unhalted over the 34 will be a really great indication that someone bought heavily above the 26, and we're gonna have a reversal and going toward the 43 first resistance and squeeze toward the 56. So now this is it for FRC. We're gonna have a gap down below the 26 or a gap up over the 34 cent. Which gonna be? Okay, let's do a poll now over the 34 or below 26. So which price we will be unhalted for FRC stock? Are we gonna have an unhalting over the $34 or below the $26? Yeah, we might see below the 26 because the price actually unhalted down. So halted down almost around the 27. So if we unhalted over the 34, this would be a great indication for strength, because the price actually bought back 3 times around this level of support. If we broke it, is mean a weakness and continuation down. We might have almost 80% down. For WAL, 77%. It's funny because both those bank, the other one 66 and the other one 77. Same price. Both of them halted at the same kind of percentage, just 10% difference. 66 and 77. Sometimes we have this kind of anomaly in the market. Sometimes is really funny when I see numbers like this. Some say would be it's coincidence, but I don't see any coincidence. I see like patterns. I see reason behind this. There's some reason behind this. TENX, yeah, the market is really weak today. Really weak. I'm not even joking. UNCY, INTC. Yeah, today is good to short. Today is good day to short. Today is a really good day to short. Let us check the other stocks, CMND. Interesting. We have a try to break the 5, but we got rejected below it. It's already 35%. We got the 5 as a breakout zone for this stock. Okay, let's go. Still trying for CMD. HUT is going down as well, I think, because of the cryptocurrency is going down as well. Is going up a bit, testing the resistance around the $1.40. So we have a pullback now for the market. For Tesla, buying back, we have a buying pressure over the 163. We went until the 164, and now it's 3% up. So now we have a pullback for the market, looking interesting. A huge pullback for the market. Now we might see a reversal for the market. Yeah, so the SPY is getting near the 377 or 374, yeah. We kind of have a new support now for the SPY to hold. Okay, we unhalted for FRC. I think we are unhalted. Around the 28. No, it's still halted down. Wow, WAL is really going down. This is not a joke. This is a sell-off. 79% for today. A good shorting opportunity for WAL actually. WAL. And for FRC unhalted. And I think we're gonna break the 26. Like many of you said, we might see a break for the 26. TENX is holding this current support, the 57. TENX is holding. Yeah, this one it's kind of game over. Already put alerts just in case if we have a huge reversal, but at the moment we'll keep going down and down to the depths. This one to the depths. CMND doing all right, 40%. There's a potential now. There's a potential for this one to have a pump. Yeah, we kind of have here support. CMND. There's a potential. Testing the 5. The 5 is our resistance now. The $5.05. This one looking interesting. The only stock that have potential. Now we're going down because we tested the 5 and we went down. TNX as well is looking good because we visit an important support around the 57. The resistance for today and breakout is the 59 or 79. Lunar, INTC, UNCY. So yeah, the two stock kind of interesting now is TNX and CMND. Great meta sweep, great hunt for Tesla, right above our support. Right above our support. Now we gonna have a test once again for this huge bearish channel. You see here. We need to escape this area, the 177, to enter another bullish trend for Tesla. So last time we bought back around the 180, now 163. This would be a confirmation for a bullish run once again toward the 200. But still, as long as we are below this level, we might see a continuation down. Yeah, CMND going back, testing our support, last support. Let's see if we hold it. We test even the rejection area, resistant, double top, price went down. So the 5 is the squeeze area for this stock to go at least another 17%. Now it's 31%. Volume not bad, around the 4 million. TNX is better, almost 18 million, doing all right, but it's cheaper. It's a bit cheap stock, around the 60 cents. But there's a potential. We already tested in pre-market 79. FRC going down, guys, going down. 69% down. So we have a new level of resistance. 26 is our resistance now. And this is the support, 22. Okay, TNX. We kind of have a new resistance around the 65, which we should break. You see here, this is the support. We bounce from this support and this ascending channel. As we said, that if we got rejected here, we need to hold above this ascending line, continuation higher. In the time being, we need to break this level, the 65, to continue to go higher. I don't want to see this kind of reaction for this stock. Going around this level, testing the 65, then breaking this 55 is mean sell-off. Now it still have a potential. Still have a potential to break the 65 and going higher once again. Okay, Bitcoin is doing all right. Huge pump. Someone buying Bitcoin now. This is not realistic because we have a huge dump down and now it's pumping up. Yeah, it's kind of it's crazy what's going on. Now we have a pump. 25. So let's see the 25 test. We'll confirm the squeeze, otherwise we'll continue to go down. I'm not I'm gonna be fooled once again, you know. There's many traps, bull traps, a lot of bull traps in this market. Crypto market, stock market. Each market have bull traps. What's mean bull trap is mean the market's going down, then go up unrealistically without any sign of strength. Then a lot of people buy for a new price target, price reverse, and continue to go down in bearish momentum. This is the worst place to buy, you know, in bull trap, because the price usually never revisit this level. And you be kind of cut. This is what's called bull trap. It's really frustrating, you know, if you buy around those areas. Palantir. So the same for Palantir. You see what's happened here? You think that this is a have a continuation and there's a potential reversal, but we don't want to have this same reaction here. You see it here? Bull momentum, then price got rejected, sold off. pull momentum, price get rejected around the 8, then sell off around the 5. So yeah, this is always the case. This is always the case. So we might see it for Palantir on the other hand, now a rejection at any moment. We might see a rejection at any moment now around the $7.77. If we got rejected here, it means boom, continuation down. Palantir, the best place for my opinion to buy if we have another huge selling pressure, it would be around the 670. It would be interesting price to buy Palantir. Now is risky because we're getting near a resistance. The same for Bitcoin, because we have a huge bull run now, and there's a potential like a rejection. Thank you for bringing this up. Made a sweep. TNXB breaking. TNXB breaking. Okay, TNXB breaking and kind of have undecision now. Breaking and rejected. So it's broke and rejected with this red candle. What's going on here? What's going on here? We need to close this 5-minute candle green. You see what's happened here? Huge rejection. Huge rejection. Don't want to see this here. This level is kind of critical. We don't want to have this rejection here. If the rejection happened there, okay, but it happened in exactly around the resistance is not looking good. Okay, FRC and WAL is getting hammered by short sellers. It's getting hammered. Now going below the 22. Where are we gonna go for FRC? This price seems not holding up. Should be a reversal, man. Yeah, should be a reversal at any moment. Otherwise, we're gonna have the $10 and beyond. It would be a crazy sell-off. Now 73%, we might see 90% because WAL went, I think, now 90%, 82%, yeah, and went below the $9. So not actually like buy the stock now, because we didn't held any support for today. We don't have any reversal. I will leave it be. Even for FRC, I will leave it be. Time being, I will leave it. I think we got halted once again for FRC. Halted down above the 22. So after the unhalting, this should be the bottom. We have to have a reversal for FRC. Boom. And testing the 26. If we don't see this and we have unhalting below the 22, I will never suggest anybody to buy. It's really crazy. It's mean the bottom is still not there yet. We might see the $10 actually. So I don't suggest to buy in this situation. Lunar getting rejected once again, this time below the 1945. INTC still didn't test the 27. UNCY looking good because we held above the $2.18 support. CMND getting rejected. And TNX still holding. Okay, CMD is not looking good. We did double bottom for double top around the 5. So The 4 and the 5, this is too critical area for the stock. I will put alert just in case below the 4. If we broke it, I will forget about it for today. Even power hour will never actually manage to break the 5. So if we broke the 4, we'll just take it from the list. In the time being, we watching Palantir as we suggested. $7.77 will be a rejection. Rejection started and we have a wick. Price is still gravitating down. You see what's happened here? Red candle forming. FRC is halted down 73%. This is how trading is risky, guys, and that's why we never suggest to hold any stock overnight, you see, because today when we opened the market we were 70% already down. So never suggest to buy during this kind of condition of the market. UNCY is good, and TNX, oh man, we got shorted big time. Yeah, we got shorted. Yeah. 65. We didn't have a clean break for the 65. Now it's going down to retest this ascending channel. If we held it, we're gonna break this time the 65. UNCY breaking up. Timmy, yes, UNCY, and we watching UNCY, of course. As we said, UNCY looking interesting. You know why? Because we still holding this level of support since beginning of March. Imagine when we have this huge pump and we did almost 400%, and see what's happening. Market maker buying from this bottom. Now we kind of did double bottom around the $2.18. This is our bottom. We got a good reversal and this kind of slow momentum market. So there's something all right gonna happen. However, there's interesting level that we should break at the moment if we don't want to have a selling pressure going on. Because if we got rejected below the $2.63, which we tested twice now in the market open, we might see a breaking for the $2.18. Just watch out. This will confirm everything. If we broke it, a strength, and we're gonna break the $2.86 and going eventually toward the $3.90. If we don't break this level, $2.63, continuation down. Boom. This time tested $2.18. If we don't hold it, continuation down. At least toward the $1.80. So watch out, guys. Watch out. This is it for UNCY. Okay, look what's happened now. UNCY getting rejected right around the new resistance, the $2.64. I don't like it. I don't want to see this reaction going down toward the $2.18, a weakness. Let's see. Let's give it time. TRKA bouncing hard. TRKA is still not interesting. I'm not interested for TRKA at the moment. As long as we actually trading below the 3480, which is the resistance and the support here. We are in between. This is danger zone here. Really far from the support and resistance. Already put support alert 18 and the breakout 3480. So already have two alerts. The first alert and the weakness for TRKA chart is today breaking from this ascending channel. You see here, this is a weakness when we broke the 26 and we dropped until the 21. Palantir have a struggle. CMND still. TENX got rejected around the 65. Yeah, FRC going toward the 21, and I think it halted once again. Lunar. Ali, doing alright, man. Weekend was great. As usual, weekend I take it as a cardio weekend, you know. I prefer to do sport and running, so I don't like to sleep or take time off, you know. I prefer to actually move and use this time to be in nature and outside. I always try to use this like time that we have outside as possible, because usually when we trade and during the day I don't see the sun, you know, and I don't get outside a lot because I have alert, I have many questions from our hunters and pitcher on Discord to discuss potential squeeze for a lot of stocks and crypto. So I don't have time to exit because I have to be focused on the market. And the market closed at night here, like almost 10 p.m. So you see what's I'm missing. So at Sunday and Saturday, I always go out and do running and shopping for a lot of things like food. And so yeah, I use the weekend to be outside and enjoying the sun. And the funny part is when you try to do sport, things happen, you know. So at yesterday when I took my bike for a ride, the road was a bit of slippery, you know. So I took a really good hit on my head when I kind of tried to play on the road, try to have more speed on my bike. So I have a bit of curve, and I didn't see some kind of U-turn, you know. So when I took it really hard, I felt and boom, I hit my head in the wall, you know. And it was crazy. I was laughing at the same time. I didn't feel the impact until today when you see it clearly. When it's turning red now. Oh man, ADA it's hitting our skin. It's pumping. So crypto is pumping. Interesting. Yeah, now it's kind of hurting. There's pain in my head. But pain is good because I feel alive. I feel alive and more vigilant. Now I don't take more risk when I ride my bike. It's funny, when you have this kind of accident, you get alerted. You know what? I never wore a helmet in my life, you know? I feel like it's kind of taking the enjoyment, you know, of the things that you do, like for bike, or because it's bike, it's not like motorbike. But yeah, if the motorbike, I will use my helmet and things like this. But I didn't use my helmet when I ride my bike. So yeah, I learned my lesson now. Never gonna happen, man. Three wheels bike, never gonna happen. You know, like how I learned ride a bike, or how I learned swimming. I have like funny stories about this, because I always, when I learned like without like I bound like a plunger right in. So for the bike, I never used the three wheels bike for the help. I started with the big wheel, and because I was really tall when I was young, so I used my big brother bike, and I started with that. And of course, I hit myself so many times and learned like this. And for swimming as well. So for swimming, I just swim in the ocean. It's not in the beach, but the only way to learn swimming is to actually be in the ocean, you know? So I learned actually in the ocean. It's not a pool, or so I learned like the first time I swam in the ocean. It was really hard, but it's like survival my mechanism. It's like a duck, you know. If you put the duck in the water, will actually will swim, you know, or a bird, you know. If you push a bird from a big house or something, it will learn how to fly in seconds, you know. It's kind of genetic. So I think I have a genetic of that. I learned on the way. It's like improvising. It's good to actually plunge right in. Don't take the basics. The best way to learn is to learn from your mistakes. So when you hit yourself or you fall, you learn really quickly. It's the same as with trading. If you trade with fake account or something like this, you never get it, you never learned, because trading is 90% emotion, you know, and psychology. If you trade with the money is not yours, or it's like fake money, you never be a good trader. But when you put real money, you're gonna lose it all. So yeah, I don't suggest anybody to trade with like demo account, but start with real account. Even $10 is better than $10 in demo account. $10,000 in demo account is not good compared to $10 real account. Really, it's completely different, because there's a slippage, there's the fees, and there's a lot of things. It's never get an account in demo account. So yeah, learn on the way, improvise. This is the life lesson I learned in my life. It's good to actually learn from your mistake. The best way to learn. Not from books, not from videos, not motivational videos. It's all make no sense, you know. The only way to learn is to lose money, or you get hurt, like physically. So this is the only way to learn really, really fast. It's kind of it's hardwired in our genetic code. We learned like this. It's not for us, but our ancestor learned like this. If you don't want to be eaten by a shark or lion, you have to do this and that. But now we live in a really safe world, you know. There's a lot of insurance for everything. Car insurance, I don't know, like door insurance, food insurance, whatever. There's insurance for everything. So Palantir looking interesting. Palantir looking interesting. All put alert here. So now Palantir looking interesting actually. Okay, we're still holding for TENX. I'm still waiting for breaking for the 65. Will be really interesting. TNX went down from this pump that we did in the pre-market. Look, we've been over the 35%. Now it's just 8% or 9% up. So there's a potential at least gain back the pre-market gain if we overcome the 65 that we already tested and we got rejected at. So now we need to hold above this ascending channel to confirm that. Otherwise, short will one, breaking the 57, continue to go down. FRC is going to the depths. We might see a $10 for this stock. Man, this one was last weekend or last week, it was over the 100. Now it's just $18. What a crazy trading session for this one. And every time it gets halted. And when they get halted, price continue to go down. Okay, we have a strange reaction for the market. Market dipped from mini support and now breaking once again. We might see a pull trap. Watch out, guys. There's a pull trap happening because the market dipped below support for mini stocks and now is breaking once again. I'm not comfortable now. I'm not comfortable in looking in this kind of behavior. This is not normal. Yeah, this is not normal. So we might see a pull trap for mini stocks. I'm watching. UNCY. Of course. UNCY went down from the $2.63. $2.63 was the resistance. Now it's going down toward the $2.18. I will check HYMC in a moment. Oh man, good question for Ali. So Ali, I just asked what time frame will you go back to if you could time travel? This is really good question actually. Really good question. I will, for my opinion, will pick the time in the golden age. Like there's time where there's I think the time that was really good when we had the breakout of knowledge of the arts, mathematics, philosophy, a lot of things happening here in Europe and Rome and France. But there's, I think, 2 decades or 2 centuries, there is no wars, but it was focusing on scientific breakthrough and a lot of things going on in in science. So I wish if I would go back in time and I will be like the guy who actually discovered like say gravity or discovered a new law of physics, you know. I will be like the mathematician who solved the infinity or something like this. It will be really cool to go back in time with my knowledge right now that I have, and I will be like the guy who know the future, you know. Will be kind of really powerful. Wait a second, AM is going up. We got mini question for HYMC. Of course, HYMC 45. Okay. It's funny because we didn't have alert for this one. Yeah, it's because it's bumping from the bottom. It's bumping from the bottom, of course. But I think the game will be over. The party will be over pretty soon. We're testing already our resistance. We are already testing our resistance, the 46. I'm afraid this is it now. I'm afraid this is it. We might see a huge rejection now. So yeah, we already did chart analysis for this, and it was kind of dicey for this one because we're still kind of trending down in this bearish channel. Yeah, interesting now. This is really interesting. Really interesting what's going on now for HYMC. Thank you for bringing this up because I really forget to put alert for HYMC, which pumping now almost 45%. Let's see if we have a pullback or hold up above this level, 41, because now we're getting rejected a bit around the 47, which is our breakout zone. So we'll see if we have a bit of pullback. Let me just take this off. Forty-seven. Yeah, so we have support around the 41, 47 as a breakout zone. We already have 2 wicks. Price kind of got rejected, but this is not a rejection because we don't have a sell-off. This is normal because this is a resistance. Let's see a breakout for the 47 to go toward the 55. Yeah, another 16%. So there's a potential. UNCY getting a bit of rejection, but still holding above the $2.18. TNX is still holding our support. This one as well. FRC have a bit of buying pressure. But I don't suggest now to buy because we are below even the 22. So the 26 will be tested. We might see this level of test around the 26. If we got rejection, we're gonna have the $10. So the $10 will be kind of visited pretty soon for FRC psychological level. resistance 26. At the time being, HYMC now is getting rejected. Wow, FRC, I think it's got halted so many times today. More than 5 times. More than 5 times. Imagine. This is really bad. The Greeks. Yeah, you can say that. The best time, man, the best time. Rasinos, yeah. Living with the Da Vinci and all the great mind that brought philosophy and math and all the real discovery in the world, you know, because if you think about it right now, what we don't have pure science. We just have kind of update, like just update from the past discoveries. And I think the reason for that, because back then we have no distraction. We don't have internet. We don't have kind of comfort. And there's urgency. We have to discover something in order to save ourselves from something. So there's urgency for discoveries. At the same time, there's no distraction. At the same time, there's boredom. There's a lot of people just watching the trees and watching the sun falling and, I don't know, rising. So there's boredom. There's a lot of time to be with yourself and thinking. Now, on your fingertips, you can get on board. You can watch everything you want. You can get all your questions be answered without actually using your mind. It's like, okay, how stock market work? You can find the solution. Why the sun? Why we can actually hear the noise from the sun? Why? Yeah, you can find the solution. And why this? Why that? You can find the solution, but you never actually think about the solution. It's like make you like easy to find the solution by just search on Google. So HYMC is going down. So we said it, man. It's kind of late a bit because the price getting near the 47. That's why the shorts were hiding there. The shorts were hiding there. Ali, I think the discovery, I think if I go back in time and just make the discovery of powder, you know, the gunpowder that been discovered, I think, in China. I think if I go back in time and try to prevent that from happening, will be like you save a lot of people's lives, because this is where everything changed, you know. A lot of people use guns everywhere now and kill each other. So yeah, the gunpowder is kind of the only way that kind of change everything if you go back in time and try to prevent that from happening. Gunpowder, nuclear. I don't say the nuclear pump, because the nuclear pump actually is good. Is good because you can actually use it in the good things like nuclear energy, you know. But yeah, but every discovery have a good and bad. So even if I go back in time and try to prevent that from happening, like the gunpowder, I think everything is related, like butterfly effect, because if I prevent this invention, I will prevent another invention. So this is not good. So whatever happened, it's not good to go back in time and prevent something from happening. Let the nature take its course. That's what I believe. Bad, good, let the nature do its thing, you know. TNX, finally, TNX bouncing, guys. TNX, finally, 56. Let's go. We held above our support. Now going toward the 79. 79 is our resistance. Good reversal from this bottom, 57. So TNX looking good. Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate it, brother. TNX looking good. TNX looking good. Bouncing right from the bottom, 57. We discussed this just in the market open when the price actually reversed from this resistance. We were around the 35% for TENX. Price went down. We held above our ascending line and the 57 as the bottom. Price tested first around this level, the 65, we got rejected, but we're still holding above our ascending line. Boom, the price bump. Now, what we should expect, we need to test the 79 and have our breakout toward the 89, then of course the $1. So TNX, there's a potential for 50% for today. Oh man. Yeah, 70%, now it's 19%. So there's a potential, people. Let us watch. Let's put TNX here, TENX. Okay, let's try to buy some TNX. Yeah, the slippage is really big for this one. Okay, 69. Let us put alert for TNX around 71 or 79 to be exact. Yeah, 79 should be a breakout. Then the 89 and $1. So we have two levels here of the breakout. Yeah, today is a bit slow. Today is a bit slow because of those stocks, the banking system, guys, going down heavily. Bankruptcy, back loan, bad loans, bad investment. There's a lot of things going on, man. There's a lot of things. Even bankers, they don't understand the money, man. This is crazy. Imagine people like with PhD in finance and things like this, they can't explain exactly what happened for this stock that went bankrupt on Friday. They don't exactly know. They kind of I try to watch and understand from them. They actually don't understand what's happened because it's really complicated, man. It's really complicated when you have some investments is like back security and is it's backed for another security that backed another security that the bank actually sold for another investor, and this investor actually use high leverage and they sell it and play options and future on this investment and resell it for other bank. Man, it's getting complicated. I'm telling you, like even people like who actually do this stuff, they get lost. They don't understand this thing anymore because it's kind of it's like a quantum physics, you know. If you do this, you can do that, and it's not yes and no, but there's between yes and no. This is for quantum physics, but here at least for quantum physics, there's a bit of law, you know. It's like hard written law you can actually follow, and patterns. But in finance, sometimes there is no even solution for that. It's kind of mixed with the human psychology, and this is even more complex because we can control the other investors, because everybody is kind of different, you know. Everybody can actually buy and sell. We can actually know what's going to happen. So it's really complex what happened for the bank that went bankrupt. So as everybody knows that the money and banks work on trust. So if everybody trusts that the bank will actually save their money, and all the investors or all the people who actually hold the money in the bank, they trust the bank that will give them the money and never actually take the money at the same time, then the bank will never work. So this is trust. It's all about trust. So if the investor don't have trust in the bank, it's game over. Now we have a bit of breaking from this support. Oh boy, I don't really like this. We might have a huge pullback now. Okay, TENX 25 million, 22%. We're watching TENX for a continuation toward the 79. Breakout for this stock, 44%. Interesting. IOTA Health Technology. This one is kind of high risk, high reward. Already did 45%. We might see the $4.50 and the $5.90. Already did 45%, and we might see an over 100% for this one. There's a potential. Let us see this one. We might see a huge pump. Okay, high risk, high reward. This one support here, $2.37. Let me just check how much we can see the drawback from here. Yeah, wow, 22%. So we risk 22% on the gain of 44%. IOTA. So let me just check this one. IOTA. High risk, high reward. $3.10. Okay, we might see a rejection here. Already got rejected before. It's kind of dicey here. It's dicey, man. It's dicey. IOTA. We'll keep it just in case if we broke this level around the $3.40. But it's dicey here. It's really dicey. HYMC is going down. TNX is going down a bit. Okay. IOTA is pumping. So let me just put this one down. HYMC. Yeah, we're gonna have a pullback for this one. Oh, but just in case, alert around 2.79. So we have another support actually around the $2.86. Yeah, here is 10%. So when the market opened, we already did, yeah, from this bottom almost 80%. Mexican silver back. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Hunter tribe. I really missed the Mexican standoff. Today we don't have the standoff. The standoff, Mexican standoff here is on the stock market. Back then, if you have something to finish with any guy, you have to go on the road with your guns. It's really hard back time. I don't know if you are from Mexico, but yeah, back then you have to resolve any issue right now. Take it like a man. Now the game, it changed electronically. The standoff for the stock market is electronically. So now the courage is psychological, you know? The courage is psychological. Before, the courage for a man is like by have huge muscles and how to work with the sword and things like this. But now the courage of a man is here in the brain. That's all. You can be a really skinny, tiny guy, but you can actually operate F-16, you know, the jet pilot, the air pilot, that you use in the air combat. So you don't need to be a big guy to drive this one, but you need a brain capacity to control the G and to control your mental power in order to actually to take action in milliseconds. So yeah, now is the decisions. Who's gonna take the decision in split seconds? If you can decide and never be overwhelmed by many choices, and you focus on one thing and you know what you want, you'll be dangerous man. You'll be really dangerous. So it's not about muscles, guys. It's not about muscles and how much you bench press. It's not about that anymore now. Of course, if you have it, is it plus, but it's not really necessary. Like all great men now, they never go to the gym. The most rich guy in the world, he never go to the gym. And you don't have even 6 packs. So it's always about the mental power now. It's not the muscle power. Sometimes I miss the muscle power, you know? It's kind of entertaining, you know? To have the sword and to fight. But now everybody can be a man. Yeah. I miss the back days. I miss the back days. IOTA, I have a bit of trouble, guys. $2.86. Not now. You see, when I don't watch crypto, the crypto actually pumping. I'm not watching crypto now. I'm watching stocks, but crypto actually moving where when I'm not watching them, they're actually moving. And this is kind of make me really a bit angry. You see what's going on? Cryptocurrency is going really high now. We have a great bottom. Yeah, everything. The same time, one guy buying all crypto at the same time. It's just one button, you see? This is really funny when I see like all my alerts triggered at the same time. This is not coincidence. Really, not coincidence. Dogecoin, Matic, Sol, everything pumped at the same time and hit the trigger of breakout at the same time, which everybody is different. You see, for Doge is around the 7 cents, for Matic is $1, for SOL is around the $20. So different price range, but they breaking a resistance at the same time. This is what it tell you. There's someone buying with one button all the crypto, like one button, like this. Big whale, buy everything at the same time. Man, I'm telling you, the market is under AI attack now. There's AI war. I'm telling you, it's not a human being. We're not trading against a human being right now. This is really madness. HUT is pumping with crypto. HUT is pumped almost 8% now, 23% from this unusual bottom around the $1. Yeah, unusual. So let me just put it here. Yeah, unusual bottom. I didn't see this bottom. Really tricky one. This one was really tricky. Let's see a rejection here then. Lunar is still accumulating. Double top, new low, boom, price went down. HYMC, as we said here, rejection, resistant, 47, price went down, refueling above the 38, which is our support. Let's see a hold up here, then the breaking the 47. Okay, TNX continue to go higher. TNX $71. TNX is going. Okay, IOTA is going higher. IOTA is doing good. Okay, looking good. Let us just try to see a trade here. Okay, this is a good bounce here from the $2.86. We might see a test here around the $3.38. Okay, let's see a hold up above the $2.86 as a support and test the $3.38. And of course here, this is the breakout zone to go toward the 4. So now IOTA looking good, still holding this ascending channel. TNX looking as well interesting, going near the 79, which is the breakout zone. Yeah, we already did 5% on this one, going down now. 3%, 50. Okay, TNX 26%. Mera Sweep. I don't trust AI to manage my portfolio yet. I don't trust it. Wow. Everything is pumping. Everything. I mean everything. TNX, ADA. We have a huge pump for the market. Really great reversal. Wow. Okay, we have a huge pump now for WAL. Huge pump for this one. Wow. We got almost 100% from this bottom, the 9. FRC. We might see the same reaction for FRC now, because the WAL pumped from the bottom. A huge pump for WAL, 100%, and got halted actually now. Got halted up. Wow. This is a great bounce from the 9, from the 7 even. So we got a great reversal for WAL. 125%. 125% pump. So now we're gonna have a test for the 1889, which is our resistance. This is our resistance at the same time breakout zone. So if we unhalted below the 18, we're gonna have a test and maybe rejected and halted down. If we unhalted above, is mean a continuation up toward the 26. So yeah, WAL looking interesting now after this huge reversal. Huge whale bought around the 7. Now is around the 17. FRC is the same. We have a reversal now from the 17. Now we'll test the 26. Now halted up around the 24. So both WAL and FRC getting near a resistant rejection. So both of them halted and both of them are below the resistance, the 1889. This is a really interesting play now for both of them. Really interesting for both of the stocks that we're watching. Really interesting level to test at the moment. 26 for FRC, 1889 for WAL. TENX pumping. TENX is pumping around the 79. IOTA is going down. So TENX looking interesting. TENX already up 9% for this one. Okay, we entered around this, as we said, the bottom it was around the 59. This is the breakout. Price continue to go higher. Now going toward the 79, which is the squeeze and the resistance. TNX is pumping. TNX looking interesting, guys. TNX, we're gonna have the pump from the 79 toward the 89. We're gonna have a huge pump and squeeze again toward the 89. Now a test toward the 79. HYMC not looking good. IOTA still holding. Still testing this ascending channel. There's interest level to break the $3.38, which is the breakout zone for IOTA. $2.86 should be the support if we don't want to have a sell-off. TNX is pumping. Now we are around the almost 12% in this trade. Now 77, around the 13%. Okay, getting testing. Okay, testing now. 77, what's gonna be? TNX. Great bounce, guys. Great bounce from this bottom. We hunted for this bottom, as we said. This 57 should be the support. Breakout was around this 65. We have a fake out here, and this was the real breakout around the 65. Now we have to test this level of breakout, 79. Let us see level 2 and see if we have a hidden seller here. What's gonna be? This is it. 79, now 77. 77.80. Oh man, what's gonna be? 79.34. 78. Come on, 78. We need a pump. We don't want to have any consolidation here. This means a sell-off. We need a pump. Pump. TNX. TNX is preparing for something big. It's pumped from the bottom. I'm watching for the 89. 89 first profit taken, then the $1. If we broke the 79, of course. Now is the resistance. You see, we have a pullback now. Pull back a bit here, below this resistance. Okay, you're gonna pump 78 again. We need the 79, then the break around the 80 cents. Okay, 78.50. This is it. This is it. This is it. 78.50. Come on, we need the break now. Break toward the 89. Come on. 89 it should be tested after we break this orange line. TNX. TENX. $78.50, 10 second, 9 second for this 1 minute candle to close. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on. Where's the other green candle to pump over this level? We need the 80 cent now. This is it. This is it. A test for a resistance. What's gonna be? What's gonna be? This is it here. Okay, someone selling 500 share. Another one. Another 500 share. Okay, if we saw 1000 or over, it will be a warning sign. 500 shares. Let's see if it bought back quickly. Another 550. 3K worth of buying pressure. Another 1K. Okay, someone buying big time. Okay, big time. Now, come on, we need to have a pump. Come on, 3K. Who's buying here on the top? There's some big buyer buying around the top, but the price is still getting rejected and someone selling. This is it. A huge fight, man. Huge order got swollen by the short. A huge order here, almost 5K, got eaten. Imagine if you just put water in the sand. It's like you put water in the sand, of course, that sand will be always taking the water because the sand is like bottomless pit in the sand. It's the same here what happened. We have a huge buying pressure, but the selling pressure outweighed the buying pressure and we don't have a break. As we said, it's like you put water in the sand. Nothing changed, nothing happened. Okay, let's see. Let's see a huge ocean in the sand in order to make the sand or the beach under the water. This is the only way to make the sand drink the water is to be covered under the ocean. So we need the ocean of order of buying pressure to break this wall of selling pressure. The good thing that we still not breaking this level. Okay, we have first warning sign here, a bit of pullback, huge wick. Interesting. We're not ready yet. We might see a pullback now. Yeah, 100K, almost 2K worth of selling pressure. Not good, brother, not good. Not good. %. Okay, let's see. IOTA still holding. Wow, HYMC going to the bottom. Whoa, look what's going on. We broke people. WAL is pumping. FRC testing the resistance, getting rejected. So FRC is much weaker than WAL. WAL looking really crazy, man. What a reversal here. What a great reversal. Almost 200%. You see, there's always opportunity in the market. WAL have a great reversal. TNX is still holding. TNX, there's a potential. Really interesting. Really interesting what happened in the market now. IOTA is going up. Okay, TNXP, IOTA, both of them is going up. Let's see IOTA toward the $3.38. We held above the $2.86. And TENX have a bit of rejection and continuation down. Okay, TNX. Yeah, breaking Tesla's or Axella is still holding the box. We have accumulation and there's a potential reversal from there. For IOTA, looking interesting. TNX looking not interesting now. Yeah, TNX will just close this trade with almost 11%, because we got rejected around the 79. We might see a continuation down. I will re-enter for TENX if we broke this level. For the other stock, IOTA is still holding. There's a potential for break for the $3.38. So IOTA looking interesting. HYMC testing this important support. Oh man, WAL is still pumping. FRC, there's a potential pump from this resistance. FRC, there's a potential pump. WAL. And the other stock that we got alerted for this one earlier, I think. Yeah, this one. Yeah, we have a reversal for this one as well. Yeah, FRC is pumping. FRC is pumping, guys. Unhalted. Okay, TENX got shorted, of course. That's why we sold it, because we have double top here. I don't like the reaction, so that's why the price continued to go down. Okay, so we might see a continuation down for this one, and breaking the 64 will be a confirmation for a sell-off. But the time being, FRC, guys, FRC unhalted over the 26. Now the game plan is really looking interesting, because now we got some things going on. We have a support, we have a test for a new resistance around 34. Yeah, looking interesting. WAL as well looking interesting for the 26. After unhalting, we're gonna have a test for the 2650. Yeah, big dip. There's always opportunity for those big dips. Yeah, the $30 till $30 for WAL. We're gonna have a continuation before a huge rejection. FRC as well looking interesting. Great, man, great. Remember, guys, tomorrow the live streaming should be around 2 p.m. CET if you live in Europe, because the time change, we have daylight saving in America, So that's why the time it changed in the market open. So if you live in America, it's the same as around 9 a.m. Eastern time, but if you live in Europe, it's around the 2 p.m. CET. Watch out for tomorrow live streaming. Today we were a bit late because of this change. SI, we don't have this ticker here. Wow, IOTA is getting shorted. IOTA is getting shorted. We broke our ascending line here. So this was the first signal for warning. You see here? We broke this bullish trend continuation. That's why we got sold off for TENX. We got rejected around the 79. That's why we went down, but we're still holding above this current support, the 65. If we held it, we're gonna have a continuation and pump this time, maybe on power hours in the 79. HYC holding above the 37. CMD, the 4, WAL going toward the $30, FRC going toward the $34. We have a great reversal for both of them. For FRC, 60%, for WAL, almost 200%, man. Imagine, 300%. Wow, for WAL, huge reversal. Huge reversal for this stock. Okay, let me just do this. And of course, let me just put this. Remember, guys, we're gonna do a video update on the 8 p.m. CET for today, or 7 p.m. actually, if you live in Europe. We're gonna do update for the stocks that have potential to squeeze tomorrow, and we're gonna do a review on the stock that we traded today. And of course, tomorrow, as usual, not as usual, but different, because the time is different for daily live saving for in America, because the time is different. We're gonna do the live streaming tomorrow around the 2 p.m. CET in Europe, if you live in Europe. However, in America, it's the same, around 9 a.m. Eastern time. And yeah, today we have a bit of confusion. That's why we did live streaming just around the market open. So usually we do it before 30 minutes before the market open. So stay tuned for tomorrow live streaming. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next update.